oh, this player has problems, this player has problems. Montana has no real faults.
Yeah. And also keep in mind, Sterling is starting his sophomore year this year, so those numbers could improve greatly over the next season.
Yeah. So they have no fault. So if they can get a lot of the good picks that they're going for in that, I think they're going to really strong
They'll
chance
be
of
a, they'll
they'll
be a they'll be a they'll be a
if they
strong
get a
contender, and
lot of
they'll
the
probably
picks they're
travel Seattle.
going for, I think they're going to be hands down. Yeah, no, they'd have to basically throw to not make playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a whole lot of green there that none of the other teams have.
And not a lot of red.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think their main concern is finding quality players to fill up the rest of that space. Because that's what could really make or break them. Maybe.
All
Anyway,
right. So I think
not
we
much more we
got.
can say about them. They're good for what they are.
Is, is there anything you want to say, other Draken?
What? Oh.
Yeah, you.
Just make Doug play all the positions.
All right. Moving on to the summit.
Seattle.
Holy balls. Basketballs.
They actually still have quite a few spots left.
Yeah, they got 11 players, so they got 4 more spots left. Let's see. Dylan Rosa, Kubianek, Marshall, Jerry, Kenny, Nico, Trishan, Jake, Nelly, Enley, and Baylor. Well, we can already eliminate who their starting center is going to be.
Yeah, you're not going to spend that much for.
Obviously, Jake is going to start at point guard. I think that should be obvious to all of us. He's
Don't make me,
point guard material.
Draken. Don't make me sick hair on you.
Oh, dude, I've already dealt with hair throughout for the past couple of years, so I know how.
I know.
Oh right, yeah. DQ is the center. He's the small forward, power forward. Obviously Jerry Naranjo is going to be the starting point guard.
Obviously.
Considering, aside from him and Kenny, no one could touch the ball except Sheep.
Well, I think Anel is supposed to be a point guard. I think.
Well, the people we know, other than those two, no one has anything above a 1.8.
Oh, and from Montana, a couple of the people they're picking up are shooting guards. So they're not really going for more point guard depth. They're going for more shooting guard depth, apparently. Because reasons. Personally, I'd rather them go for point guards. Seattle was sort of a team last year where, like a lot of teams, they had 3 pillars. They had DQ, they had Jerry, they had Jake.
Mm-hmm. And
beyond that, everyone else was sort of meh. And which is why they really struggled in the playoffs and the finals, is because Jerry kept getting injured.
So yeah, I would say Enley Nell would probably have to be.
Nell is a shooting guard, so they definitely need another. Well, they have Kenny. Kenny's a backup point guard.
Yeah, Kenny's a pretty good backup point guard, I would probably say.
Okay, looks like the other Draken is going to be quiet for now because family brought in loud people.
Yeah.
Okie day.
But yeah.
The team revolves around Jake.
100.1 defensive rating. That puts his DQ as clearly one of the best defensive players in the league.
And even on a team like this, where everyone seems to have a low defensive rating, because this team is a good defensive team. When you got Jake and you have Jake and Daniel guarding the basket, you're going to have a good defensive rating.
When your worst defenders are 103, considering we go to like
104.
Las Vegas, their best defenders are 103. I'm not counting Bobby since I don't think Bobby was on the team before. I think they picked him up from somewhere else.
They picked him up from Alaska.
So we can't count his as part of that. Yeah, their worst was 103 when we have Las Vegas and Edmonton, where their best was 103.
Mm-hmm. This team is going to take this division. I'm going to say it right now. They're taking this division.
I don't know. I see it as if Montana does well on their drafts, I see Montana being a strong fight against them.
Who can guard Jake and Dan, though?
Honestly,
on that side,
nobody...
it's like, yes, no one on Montana can basically out big DQ or Jake, but can anyone on this team out point guard, out Lamont, out Renstill,
Jerry,
out Ren?
We got Jerry.
Well, you have Jerry against
Jerry.
Ren, but who do they have against Cresta and Lamont?
Not a lot.
You can put Nico in there. I mean, look at his 3-point percentage. If we find him over here.
Like that. Dragon said, Ivor, Drake, and Fenn, make them guard. Make the Leprechauns guard.
That's bad.
Like I said, it's going to be a fight. Seattle has the better bigs. Montana has the better shooters.
It would be a really hard battle, but if we're looking at these two...
Looking at Nico, he could have, if he didn't shoot threes, his team would have been out 91 points. So he can play shooting guard. I think he can start at shooting guard.
He's also a sophomore too, so...
And he's already doing pretty well on shooting, so...
Yeah.
Right there. Seattle, get off of my cursor.
And also low minutes too, so yeah. Arturo De La Rosa...
However, keep in mind, Trayshawn also does have a...
That can improve though, because like I said, he is a sophomore, so...
Yeah.
This year he's a sophomore, so... Yeah. So how do we all feel about the Mountain Division?
Seattle, Montana.
Well, I guess before we do that, who do we think they should go for their last 4 spots? Because they do have 4 more spots open.
I would
have offers out?
I think they need small forwards.
Yes, they do. They need small forwards, and I think probably some backup guard depth.
They have offers out on Apia, and I believe that's it.
Yeah, go for
If you wanted to win the division, they need to have someone on level to start to compete against Saman.
I don't think they would need to. Because look at Jake.
He's winning 28.4 games for them by himself every year. That puts you ahead of some of the last... That's more than some teams won last year.
Yeah.
That puts you already at least in 7th place, maybe.
Yeah, but you don't want to rely too heavily on Jake, because if you do that, then
if
what
he
happens
gets
if
injured,
he gets
then
injured, you're fucked. I'm sorry, Seattle would be fucked if Jake.
Yeah, that's why I was
got
calling them.
injured
They were
for a
the
long
3
period of time.
pillars, where they had DQ, Jerry, and Jake. That was pretty much their entire team last year. Everyone else was just sort of there to help. And when one of them got injured in the finals, oh hey, Albany swept them in 5, or took them in 5. They didn't sweep them, but they won in 5. When oh hey, one of their 3 pillars kept getting injured.
There you go.
Even still, Jake has shown to be pretty durable, so I don't think he's going to be injured. DQ, the one who
Yeah, still DQ, Jerry, Jake. One of those three goes down. Seattle's just kaput.
They have a lot with Natalie and Anel. They have probably a lot more. They could possibly use their. I think Bobby Baylor is probably at least a decent backup.
Yeah, he's decent for however long he's played. I think
He's a decent backup. There's nothing in his that's bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can't count the 104 considering he's from a different team. So we can't compare that as apples to apples.
It's apples to oranges with Bobby Baylor because he just got signed with the team, so we'd have to see how well the chemistry works with him and everyone else.
But nothing in his stats are really lacking. So yeah, he's definitely a good backup.
Yeah.
So he won't. They have someone that they can lean on, and they also have Natalie as up there. So if Jake or DQ, they won't be completely out of loss. However, there is also the fact this team has a lot more red than Montana.
Montana still hasn't filled up.
Yeah.
They still need a lot more players.
Well, ideally, if Montana's doing their free agency right, they're not grabbing people with reds.
Yeah, but right now, just looking at it currently, I just think that, barring any injuries, I think Seattle's going to take division with Montana close behind.
I'm going to go against you, Dre.
It's going to be a battle between Seattle and Montana.
Yeah. I'm going to say I'd be only giving it to Montana because there's a lot more they can get from their free agency. Being they have a lot of bids out. But I'm going to still say Seattle first and then Montana because Seattle is
not at what could be.
Seattle has two really good players, a couple more that could be really good players, whereas Montana is they have a lot of potential, considering they have a lot of open spots left.
Yeah.
But just based on current looks of the team, I'm going to go Seattle, Montana, Las Vegas, Edmonton.
Montana, Seattle, Las Vegas, Edmonton.
I'm going Seattle, Montana, Vegas, Edmonton.
And we'll wait to see Stevie's for what he says. Oops. In the meantime, I really need to go get Dakota's numbers in. That's what no, it's Arizona next. Arizona I have. Anyway, I'll write it down for my little notes when Stevie gets his order of how he thinks this division is. But it's going to be a fight between Montana and Seattle. I think it'll be a very big surprise if we don't see both of them in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. If the whole Pacific Rim doesn't make it in again. That's happening.
Okay, Stevie's also saying Seattle, Montana, Las Vegas, Edmonton. So we're unanimous in how we think this division is going to go.
Yay!
Okay, next division.
Arizona.
Funny in space.
Okay.
All right, Lance Wildfire. Obviously, their starting point guard. I'm saying that now.
Lance Wildfire, I would say, is on a star caliber level. Just looking at stats, 138.5 offensive rating, 100.9 defensive rating. These are 48% from field goal, 45% from three, 15.7 assists per turnover. He is a potential superstar.
Lance Fire. When I was going through the all the characters, Lance Wildfire is arguably the best point guard in the league. It's either him or Klaus Korver.
And Klaus, as we all know, doesn't like